Hey guys, what's up? This is MexioftheOnis here, and I just got back from Fanime 2011, and I'm just going to show off the stuff I bought. But before I get to that, I thought I should get to stuff that I got before Fanime and after Fanime. Now, if you want to know what that thing is right there, that's a special surprise for the end. So, for starters, before Fanime, I happened to pick up LA Noire. As you can see, it's still covered in plastic. I haven't opened it yet because I was distracted by another Xbox game, and that is Fallout New Vegas. It was very addicting, but I heard this was pretty good. It was not as spectacular as a lot of people thought this was going to be. This is also a pre-order version, which means it comes with a extra chapter in there in a case. And right next to that, I also bought the strategy guide because I heard that this is a game where you play as a detective, and pretty much you really have to really put your brain to it, as if you were like playing one of the Phoenix Wright games or Professor Layton games, because the interrogation scenes and the detective spots are definitely kind of a bit difficult, I heard. So I bought the strategy guide just in case. I know it's kind of cheap, but who knows when you need a strategy guide. Nobody uses strategy guides these days. They mostly use the internet. Alright, now, another thing I got before Fanime is this pretty neat looking duffel side pack. It's actually really good for my Scout cosplay for TF2, and it has a lot of unique pockets, and I was able to put my laptop in there. So yeah, if you see any of these bags, I highly recommend you should get that. And you probably noticed the buttons right there. I'll explain more about the buttons later. So these are the stuff that my parents got me while they were on vacation while I was at Fanime. And they were at this relaxing resort, and they happened to stop by the gift shop. So they got me these sandals, which are really comfy. A water bottle grabber, so that way I can always put it to my belt. It's very useful. And a t-shirt, swim trunks, and another pair of exercise shorts, which will be really comfortable and useful, because I really find exercise shorts be really comfortable. So I look forward to using these during my summer vacation, mostly when I'm like surfing, going to the beach, or even working out. Alright, I'm just going to put this stuff right here. Now we get to the stuff that I got at Fanime 2011. Now, some of this stuff isn't actually mine, because I bought some of them for friends of mine, J5142 or Numbers. I really can't remember his numeral pattern, and Zango 366. And what I did bought them was the Toho Project fan book Home, which happens to be the same fan book that I got last year at Fanime. And this was done by a group who calls themselves Nosboat, and it consists of various different artists from DeviantArt who happen to be fans of Toho, and they got together and made this neat fan book. And it has different art styles and different plot lines, and it actually is pretty funny. So if you happen to be a Toho fan, and if you're looking for a nice, good English written cheap doujin, well, I shouldn't say cheap. Cheap is just insult. I would say low price. I highly recommend getting this from them if you see them selling it. So they were still selling it, and since I had it for a year and stuff, I thought it would be nice if I should get the original artists to sign my book. This one's from one of the artists, Milda, and she says, I don't know if you can see that, and she says, "Thank you, Mexi," from Milda. And this one is from one of the artists, Rapid Potato. "Thank you so much." And I'm not really the first one to ask them to sign this, but other people did ask for them, but I thought it would be nice to have them sign it. And this one is Lissu's signature, who happens to be one of the artists. The fourth artist wasn't there. I don't think the fourth artist was there. I didn't see him really, and it was a shame. I could have gone for his autograph too, but as long as I got the other three, I'm grateful for it. And speaking of fan books, I just so happened to pick up their second book, and it's actually a great improvement over the first one. It's a lot more. It still has some humor in there, and it's a lot more plot-wise than the first one. Right here on this side, if you read through halfway through this book, half of this book on this side is like reading a regular comic, and the other side of this book is like reading an original manga, or manga, or however some people pronounce it. And it is a good improvement over this. And as usual, I got the artists to sign. This one says, "Thank you to Mexi, see you next year, thanks again," from Rapid Potato. And from Mildo is, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing her name wrong. I don't know how it's pronounced. Thanks Mexi. Thanks Mexi Milda from Fanime. So yeah, this is actually a great improvement. I highly recommend picking up both of these books. Both of these books, because they are at decent prices, English written, done by fans, for fans of Toho, and these are really good. I recommend getting them when you buy them. I probably said that too much. And what I also bought from them was another button to add to my button collection. Here, let me explain why. Yeah. This is the previous buttons I bought from them last year because I thought they were really neat. You got Marissa, Cyrano, Suika, Suwako, and Renosuke. So I put them inside my duffel bag, so it's very identifiable, however you say it, to tell apart from other bags. And this one's a bookmark they released, and this one's a Suika bookmark that says "Drink, Eat, Sleep, Play, Grow, Split, Suika." And I look forward to using that. And this one's a Yugi button. I think I already showed that one, and it says "Cheers" right there. Alright, so what I got for Zango and Jay is the fan books, because they were kind of jealous of, I wouldn't say jealous, but they were interested in the first fan book. So I got them their copies, and I bought them buttons too. For Zango, I got Ayashime Maru, mostly all the Tengu characters of Toho, like Aya, Momiji, and Hatate. And for Jay, I got him, 2 Yomus, and a Yuyuko. So, yeah, I showed it to them and they did like it, so they can't wait to get them. And this one's from Lusu, and they pretty much separated their tails out by sewing their own things. And this one's a handmade t-shirt. He said on his DeviantArt he announced that he was going to sell the Cyrano t-shirts. I thought those looked pretty good, so I wanted to get one, but he was sold out of large ones, so I got this one instead. And I like this, but maybe I'll wait next year for him to sign it. And also from Lissu, I happened to purchase this Kane bookmark. And it looks pretty cool. Kane is one of my favorite characters right next to the Onis. But I know a lot of people have been telling me that she's not an Oni and stuff. I know that, but just because she has horns doesn't make her an Oni and stuff. I just like things with horns. Horns. I wish Kane was my teacher. And last year I bought this from Lissu. Was a Yakumo Yukari bookmark. So this is just the Fanime pamphlet guide. Nothing special here. And this is this is an envelope that holds the Toho Dojins I bought. And these are just they're just Japanese translated, Japanese picture and little comic dojins. These are pretty neat, but a bit pricey for small picture books and stuff. And this one, I guess, is formed like a calendar, but you really have to like bend the book in to just get to the pictures and stuff. It does have some English translation and stuff, but yeah, it looks like, yeah, this is actually a fan-made one. I don't even know. Alright, so moving on to the highlights of my stuff, I got this Toho pillow, and as you can see, it's got Reimu, Marissa, Cyrano, Moko, Tay, and Racing. And Zango's actually kind of jealous that I got this. Sorry, Zango, maybe next time you can get this. He's not going to buy this off of me. And also, it seems that every con I go to, I always buy a sword. Mostly training swords or wooden swords or hard plastic swords. I might show those in a later video, but this one is a latex rubber sword. And I bought this because I ran to a few LARPers, and I told them I was interested in LARPing, and they gave me a flyer and stuff about it. And I kind of thought to myself, maybe I should get myself a LARPing weapon or make it my own, but that would be kind of a bit hard and stuff. I haven't given it a shot, but for now I bought myself this latex rubber sword at the Fanime weapons booth at the dealer's hall. And it's in good condition. I bought it for $15, and it's actually pretty sturdy and durable. It fits nicely in my hand, and it's definitely a good weapon, a good feel to it. I prefer like short swords more than long swords, but I'm hoping one day I would get a katana for LARPing. And also for LARPing, I want to be a warrior, not a wimpy mage or like a freaking elf. I just want to be a warrior. I'm thinking about calling myself Ramrod the Destroyer or Grabnar the Wanderer or Thorax the Impaler. And if you guys watch the old early 2000s X-Play TV show, let me know if you know that reference. And here's the major highlight of my stuff that I got under this orange wrapping, and this is Toho figures. I present to you Griffin Enterprises Alice with a Shanghai and Liquid Stone's Sane. I got these at very decent prices, and they mostly run on the internet for like $100. So this was possibly one of the best things I ever got, right next to the stuff I got at the Artist Alley, and the sword and the pillow. Actually, who am I kidding? Everything I got is the best I got. I got everything. So yeah, that's all my stuff.